taking out that turret factory that was being put down. In the meantime, yeah, he's starting to expand. Looks like he is going to build that extra nexus like I suggested, and not that he can hear me, that I thought would be a good maneuver to do. I'm not sure how he got that spot there. It looks like he's planting mines, using the mines to detect the Dark Templar, and then attacking basically with basically mines. A little bit of confusion there. They do detect Dark Templar, they do allow attack, but they don't detect other cloaked units, well, more specifically raids. I made that mistake earlier in the match. But right now, Lucifer going for that, realizing his Dark Templar attack wasn't going to end the game, is going for that Nexus. I wish he had done that early, because that really would have put him ahead, and he's going to continue expanding. But the Mania, in the meantime, has 4 factories, although one of them is burning, being repaired right now. He's producing out of 4 factories. He's got several siege tanks out. He's got a decent-sized force, and it doesn't look like Lucifer has a large force to counter it. So it looks like the Vulture harass coming up now. We'll see if these 3 Dragoons here will be able to fend this off. He's getting a good look at all the tech inside Lucifer's base. In the meantime, he's going to be able to take out 2 or 3 probes here. That was a good move on Mania's part, realizing that he didn't get the tech. He doesn't know what's happening in Lucifer's base. He might as well see what tech levels he's at. He knows he has Dark Templar, but what about the observer for the mines? Now he knows that Observer's out. He can just really focus on tanks. Oh, bad miscue on Lucifer. That was good mine placement. And he does a good job of taking down 2 of the mines, but the 3rd one goes off on a Dragoon. More mines being planted. Really needs to get that Observer in that forward position with those Dragoons so he can take those mines out. Now that engineering base being floated out, I'm not sure the purpose of that, but now a large Vulture, large tank force starting to press down onto Lucifer's main. That's a good maneuver. Dropship up, but a single dropship, I don't know if that'll be necessarily effective, especially with all those mines on the ground. Looks like brilliant maneuver on Light. He's just going to kind of bait that dropship into the mines, and it... Oh! Bad luck for Lucifer, though. He does a comm set, takes out that Dark Templar out, but in the meantime, that Dark Templar guided a mine right into that SCV that was building the turret factory. It looks like the Mania from here on is just going to do a shell all the way to the base. He's going to... Excellent micro by Lucifer there, dropping the Dark Templar to kind of get a spot. Another Dark Templar goes down. Making sure those turrets go up, but there's already a turret in that lower position. Mania from this point on is just going with his superior-sized force, just going to guide these forces right down and seal in Lucifer, and then just basically end the game right here between siege tanks. Looks like doesn't have any comm set to fight off that Dark Templar. Dark Templar takes out a tank. He's going to have to fall back to that turret position, but basically this is going to be a game of can Lucifer use those Dark Templar and those dropships to continue this harass. I don't think he has speed upgrade with those Zealots yet, so those are going to be less effective against those mines, against those tanks. But he's just going to kind of shell up to the front. That mine almost taking out the Dark Templar. Again, very good maneuvering. He's guiding those mines directly into those tanks. That's really been brilliant maneuvering by Lucifer, dropping the Dark Templar, trying to guide those mines that are being planted by the Vultures into the tanks to do as much damage to the tanks as possible. Really not a lot of forces being produced by Lucifer at this point. He's going to load up that dropship with some Zealots. Turrets being down. He's right on the doorstep of Lucifer's base. I would firmly put this in Mania's hands at the moment. These mines on the backhand are going to be able to be taken out by the Dragoons, but in the meantime, he doesn't have enough forces to stop this massive attack coming down on his secondary. And those tanks in the back position are going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to his Dragoons. It looks like somehow he managed to push those forces back, but it looks like Mania in the meantime is going to turn around. He really needs to go up to that secondary, just take down those probes now while he has a slight advantage. He is doing that, dropping mines at the ramp to make sure reinforcements can't come down. But a dropship, I think... those Dragoons coming from behind. He realizes the position he's in. He's trying to take care of all those Vultures that are just pounding his secondary. Really, Lucifer on the back heel here has lost a decent amount of production. That's not going to affect him terribly because he does have that 3rd Nexus producing, but units flooding down from Mania's base, from 4 factories, into Lucifer's secondary and his main. I would put the advantage. He sealed that off with pylons. That's not very effective against Terran. It is effective to block the Vultures, but not so much the tanks. Just 1 or 2 tanks could go take that out. In the meantime, trying to push up with the forces he has, try to kick this out of his base. That turret going down. Once that turret goes down, if that turret goes down, I think that's GG, because that turret's going to be able to shield against those Dark Templar. and he's just desperately trying to keep get that turret up. In the meantime, Comsat goes off, manages to take that Dark Templar down. Once he gets that seal there, or once that turret's up, that's that seal, that's a cap. You can that's going to take out that observer. That's going to keep dropships back. That's going to keep the Dark Templar back, and that's GG right there. Lucifer just can't produce enough forces against these siege tanks, against these vultures that are now bearing down on him. He could try dropping them to the north, that northward position, but really that's not going to help him very out against tanks in that kind of that siege shell right there. Another command center floating out, the Dark Templar just kind of waiting eagerly for it. My guess is going to try to Zealot bomb here, but that Zealot try to guide those mines into it, but he's unsieging them. A good unsiege. Looks like he's managing, Lucifer doing a good job, managed to take out 2 tanks, but a spot going back into siege position. Again, I think mines getting down. Lucifer, I don't see how he can pull this game out with those siege tanks in position, shelling his main. As soon as one of those gateways go down, repairing those tanks in the meantime, making sure that spot doesn't make as much a difference. Vultures protecting against that drop. That turret factory in the meantime also providing 1 detectors for that. A good job again baiting. I like Lucifer's ability to bait mines into these tanks. I really do think that's clever. In the meantime, bringing up Dragoons to the ridge. The Dragoons are able to take out those 2 tanks, but more tanks are going to continue flooding in. For Mania. Mania, in the meantime, taking care of those 2 Templar at his expansion. So really, Lucifer, although he has a slight production advantage, he's lost the production advantage, he's still producing units, he's managing to hold out, but really in a kind of a desperate position. He still has that gateway out there, but I don't know how effective that's going to be. Meantime, Vulture's going, it looks like a Comsat went off, and Light did realize the position there. He's going to drop a single mine to take down one of these pylons. Doesn't look like he's even going to bother to micromanage it. He's just going to let those vultures take care of that expansion right there while he seals in and finishes. It's amazing though that Mania hasn't won this game, even though there's only a single dropship for Lucifer. Usually it'll take 2. That dropship goes down to that turret factory, so really that's it for the bombs. And right now a full-fledged attack by Lucifer down that ramp. But vultures, just myriad of vultures, myriad of mines down there, stopping all these forces from coming out. But now those zealots are speed upgraded, so he's able to push out. That's really a miscue. Really, why are not just a flood of tanks, etc.? This is kind of a micro management disaster for Mania. He's getting pushed back by a base that he essentially had sealed in. He needs to build more tanks than vultures at this point. The mines are helpful for keeping those units pinned in, but really you need that high impact capacity of the tanks. And it looks like Lucifer dropped the gateway in that corner, built a single Dragoon. That Dragoon managed to take out those 2 vultures. Really, this game is starting to get out of hand for Mania, not doing very well micromanaging, but I'm still going to give it to him because he does have that turret factory, that turret. I keep calling them turret factories. He has that turret up outside the base. Nothing to defend this expansion in the meantime. We'll see if he manages to flood something out there to protect that. Mania is outproducing Lucifer, but Lucifer in the meantime not doing a very good job of micromanaging his forces and just delivering a killing blow. Really the question is how many resources are left in Lucifer's main. How much longer can he continue producing units? Finally getting up that ramp, he's going to start dropping units. They're going to attack that Dark Templar, take care of that. Already losing about 6 or 7 SCVs by the time that's been in there. That's really not very good. Good job, at least at this point, of Mania going up, dropping some mines. This is going to be GG. GG, planting mines on the gateways. Good job of Mania. Almost had it come out of hand because of bad micromanagement, but he went in and sealed Lucifer in. Lucifer is out of MSL play, but really, he had a respectable showing. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. Also, check out the new blog that's come out. I'm not sure if Moltrap's going to do any of the commentaries in this round. I think I'm going to finish this up with the winners and the final, but I think we're going to try to get some duels out with Group H, the July Zerg, Quanro, etc., or C group, a really good group. I'll talk to you guys later.